Hello, Daniel. Danny King is with me. We are on air, live on air.
Okay.
Tell us a bit about yourself. How old are you? No one knows, except you, maybe.
I'm 43.
43 years, and you've had a life full of chess. Is that correct? A life full of chess.
I've had a life full of chess and a life full of lots of other things as well. Yeah.
Tell us about the other things first.
The other things first.
You're married. You have a family.
Good. Let's stick to the respectable things. Okay, I'm married, and I'm still married, and
good.
And we have 2 children.
Yeah.
2 teenagers. So life is kind of volatile at home, but it's good fun.
Volatile at home. Okay. Yeah. Home for you is London. You live in London.
Yeah, I live in West London. Yeah, and very happy to be there.
Yeah, I can imagine. You have been working for ChessBase for ages. Is that true? You've been doing how many Power Play DVDs? 25?
This week I recorded my 25th Power Play DVD. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
But it won't be the last one.
People are getting tired, aren't they? People are getting very tired.
Yeah, but you keep on finding themes, whatever, yeah?
Well, chess is inexhaustible, like the Power Play series.
It's great. I think it's a very popular series, and you're doing it in 2 languages. This is very special.
Yeah.
You speak other languages as well.
German, English, and Swahili.
Swahili.
Yeah.
One sentence in Swahili, please. Anything. You can tell anything you like.
I think we better not use that sentence, actually. So, okay. We'll stick to English and German. I'll claim those as my 2 languages.
Message understood.
Yeah.
You're not a real active grandmaster anymore.
No, I'm not, because it's just I've got too much on my plate, and I think these days to be a real professional, you have to absolutely concentrate on chess 100% if you want to really perform. And I got very frustrated about not being able to play as well as I used to, because I was doing too many different things. I mean, I love the variety of what I do. You know, I like.
Which is, What are you doing?
What am I doing? Well, ChessBase DVDs, for example, but I do live commentary. I teach
World Championships, among other things.
Well, I love doing the World Championships. Yeah. I mean, that's for me. They're still the absolute high point of chess. And actually, now, you know, with people going online, there's so much criticism of the format of the World Championship, and oh God, too many draws, and they've got to change it, and they've got to make it quicker. I love the World Championship matches, and for me, this is still the absolute pinnacle of chess and chess competition. And I thought I like all the matches, but the last one in New York, unfortunately, I didn't go to New York, but I was following every move.
You were doing the video of the day, game of the day.
Yeah, I was analysing every single game, and I was following the games move by move, and blogging online and doing all kinds of things, and I love it. And I think the thing is, it's one of those things where the more effort you put into spectating, the more you get out of it. I mean, like anything in life. But I think with these matches, you know, there are so many nuances, psychological nuances, with the opening choice, with the style of play, I just find it fascinating. I really do. And so that's one of the things I do.
Big thing.
Sorry.
It's great.
I get very enthusiastic about certain things.
You're doing some other things as well. For example, you have a YouTube channel.
I have a YouTube channel.
And the current subject there is Bobby Fischer.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Power Play Chess YouTube channel has been going for almost 5 years. Incredibly, I can't believe it. Started off as a little project, and it seems to have grown. So we're going to be doing something very special for our 5th anniversary in a couple of months' time. And we're currently doing a series on Bobby Fischer, player that I really love. You know, I grew up with Bobby Fischer, and he was so inspiring, obviously for a whole generation. And I was, that was the first time that I really understood what chess was about. Chess wasn't just some kind of parlor game that you played with your family.
Yeah.
It actually went so wide into the world, and it assumed great importance at that time in 72. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I loved it.
How is Bobby Fischer still important today, chess-wise?
Well,
yeah, okay.
In so many aspects.
Yeah.
So, for example, well, I mean, we could look at his games and still see remarkable ideas in every phase of the game. But okay, let's take, for example, openings, where you find that a lot of the ideas that he discovered, they're still the main lines today. I mean, I was looking just recently at a game he played in the King's Indian attack, where against Ivkov, where he played a knight to h4 and played f4 and stuff. This is still the main idea in that particular line. But okay, I mean, that's one tiny example. But we could talk about the Najdorf variation, for example, where he was an absolute trailblazer. And in so many openings, he discovered wonderful ideas.
Mm-hmm. You're writing books. You have pupils, students, chess students.
Yep.
So this is also part of your job, part of the
Yeah.
chess job. But have you time for other hobbies? I mean, apart from chess, is there Danny King we don't know yet?
I don't know if people don't know about. I mean, music is a big part of my life. Always has been, actually, but I kept it quiet. I've always played music since I was a kid.
You've played it, so you're an actor. You're not only listening. You're playing.
Well, I listen to a lot. I go to
but
gigs. I listen.
Yeah.
But I've always played music. There's always. I mean, music was always in the family. So I grew up with a piano in the house and playing the violin, like a very good boy at the age of 8, scraping away. Everyone I know doing this, terrible. Yeah. But okay, I gave that up. And once I discovered rock and roll, so I went from. But actually, I realised I did like some violin. Vivaldi, you know. Four Seasons. I didn't actually play that, but that was an inspiration.
At the age of 8?
Not the age of 8. Well, I enjoyed listening to it, so not playing it. And then I discovered Jimi Hendrix was doing something really similar with the guitar to how Vivaldi was composing the Four Seasons. These incredible violin solos in the Four Seasons, and Hendrix was doing something really similar. Anyway, I got into Jimi Hendrix and I started playing the guitar, and I thought that was a bit cooler than Vivaldi, but actually I realised Vivaldi's pretty cool too, so there we go.
Okay, and one last question. Tell me something about football life in England.
Well, I love football as well, and I'm a season ticket holder, proud season ticket holder of Brentford Football Club, which is a team in the second division, the championship they call it, but it's the second division. I know, stupid. Yeah. And I love supporting Brentford. They're my local team, and it's so entertaining. You know, they win 5-0 one week, lose 5-0 the next week. Red cards, penalties, everything in between. Come on, you bees!
Thank you, Danny.
You're welcome.